My life in Washington, D.C. Hey viewers, DC Fred here. Today, we're going to feature a famous bench here in Lafayette Park. So Philipos, what do you know about that bench over there?
Well, I know that it was dedicated to a foreign national that did advise presidents, Baruch, South American country. How do you do, sir? On video.
Right.
And that he was part responsible, amongst many, for the founding of the nation of Israel. And I have actually from 30 feet away, and before I know also of other people that have informed me that they have in the bushes right behind it, or sometimes on the platform that that shows the dedication of the bench, that they have put urine or sometimes fecal matter in the bushes, because, well, a lot of them are Palestinians because of the founding of the nation of Israel, but some are other people from the region that will come through, and urine, mostly fecal matter occasionally, in the bushes right behind the bench and the dedication stone. Ladies, my niece and
Yeah, Umbrella Lady was telling me about that. She's seen it too.
yeah, and I mean, and just this last 18 days since they moved us here to the area of the Andrew Jackson statue, I have seen a few daily pour fluids into the bushes behind the podium, or sometimes on to the podium.
It's kind of amazing that all these years later, people still remember, right?
Well, if you're Palestinian and your grandfather got his land taken away from him, and you can't live on your grandfather's land, and when he was told to leave, he didn't get any restitution, and his livestock also was seized from him and given to the new people that lived on the land, and he wasn't able to pick his crops and uproot his crops before he left. So all the work of that family to keep the soil good for growing crops, and including raising goats, sheep, cows, bulls on their land, it was all taken away from them in one fell swoop. It's like the United States government coming in and saying, we take your land, and not giving you any restitution. The United States government, when they take your land, they give you what the county clerk has deemed that your land is worth. Sometimes that's underpriced, but it's something. Instead of it just being taken away from you to give to somebody that's just arrived from Germany, England, France, Sweden, Finland, Poland, had nothing to do with putting a penny into any kind of taxes for that new nation. Nothing to do with anything at all, and just it taken away, and you not getting one penny, or even nothing as restitution. You're supposed to leave, and now you're supposed to actually not have any dwelling, or you ended up going to Jordan, Syria, you end up going to another country and being actually like exiled from the place where your family lived for 1900, 3,800 years, and now you're exiled from the land because Great Britain decides to go to the United Nations and has this idea of renaming that land Israel, and to give it away to people that have never ever been there, and people who maybe have a little Hebrew blood from 1900 years ago, 1800 years ago, 2700 years ago, but I've never been there in those 1800 years, 1900 years, 2700 years. And then they're supposed to be more entitled to the land than the people that never left it, the people that were there before the Israelites ever showed up 3,800 years ago. The ones that, I mean, if you're going to go by the books, the ancient books, Moses sent spies into the land, and the Amalekites, the Moabites, the Jebusites, the Hittites, the Philistines, and the Ishmaelites were in the land according to the reports back for Moses. So even right there, it's admitting, no, we Hebrews were not there first. Now, either you consider that a lie, which means you're saying that Moses was a liar now, and the rabbinical thought, no one's supposed to say that Moses was a liar. But for you to believe that they were there first, you have to believe that Moses was a liar. I don't believe Moses was a liar. I'm not a practitioner of Judaism, but I don't think Moses was a liar. I think he was telling the truth when he said that the Israelites were not there first.
So Philipos, do you think when people come from other parts, Palestinians and other Arabs, they already know the history of Baruch and they come here on purpose to do the little deed?
Yeah, and because they know that I'm actually friendly to their cause. I'm not friendly. I don't think everybody should be doing that. The bushes behind it don't deserve it. Maybe the pedestal does.
I can actually smell it from here.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you can. And then especially when they drop their fecal matter on there, you can smell it for the next 3-4 days.
Boy, this park is fascinating, isn't it?
Very, very different things going on in this park. And some of them are for love, and some of them are for hate, and some of them are for revenge, even if it happened very long ago.
It's really a microcosm of the world, if you think about it.
Everybody comes and visits their embassy and their consulate, and they're in DC, and they decide they're also going to visit the White House.
Exactly.
No matter where they are throughout the planet, no matter where they're from.
And for those who are just watching for the first time, this is Philipos Melaku-Bello. I keep pronouncing it in Spanish, Bello. And he's with the White House Peace Vigil. But he likes to call it the
William Thomas Memorial Peace
Vigil. And he's usually right in front of the White House, but because of the inauguration and they're building the stands and the reviewing bleachers, he's over here now. Thank you, Philipos.
Peace. If anyone else matching the profile that I like pops up,